Welcome to MooMooMath in Science. In this video, let's work with some unit rate problems. And unit rate compares two objects, and one object is always set to 1. For example, it says a printer can print 300 pages in 5 minutes. How many pages does the printer print per minute? So it's asking for the unit rate of the printer in terms of how many pages can it print in a minute. So you can do this. You know that it prints 300 pages in 5 minutes. So if we just divide 300 by 5, that will give us the rate per minute. So 5 goes into 30, 6 times 5 is 30. 30 minus 30 is 0. Let's bring down this 0. 5 goes into 0 times. So in 1 minute, it will print 60 pages. Now that we know this, we can apply it to different times. So the next question says, how many pages can the printer print in 12 minutes? Well, we have 12 minutes, and we know that each minute it's going to print 60. So let's just multiply them. 0 times 2 is 0. 0 times 1 is 0. 6 times 2 is 12. Let's carry the 1. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 1 is 7. So in 12 minutes, it is going to print 720 pages. So let's look at some more example problems where we're solving for using unit rate.
Video, let's go over a unit rate problem. And unit rate is simply finding a value of 1. When you're comparing two objects, you're setting one object to 1. Okay? So we have this problem. A runner completes 1,200 meters in 6 minutes. Find the unit rate in meters, should be meters per minute, and then find how far the runner would go in 20 minutes at the same speed. Okay, so let's first, what we need to do, we need to find how many meters this runner is going in 1 minute. So let's do this by dividing 1,200 by 6, and that will give us how far this runner goes in 1 minute. 6 goes into 12, 2 times 6 is 12. We have a 0, 6 goes into 0, 0 times, and then we have another 0. So the unit rate is you're going 200 meters in 1 minute. Okay? So now to find how far this particular runner is going to go in 20 minutes, you just multiply 20 minutes times the unit rate, which is 200 meters. So this particular runner is going to go 4,000 meters in 20 minutes. So there's an example of how you use unit rate.
Let's solve this unit rate problem. It says, a recipe makes 18 muffins using 3 cups of flour. What is the unit rate of muffins per cup of flour? How many muffins could be made with 5 cups of flour? Okay, let's first define the unit rate. Unit rate is when you compare two objects and one object is set to 1. So 1 is the key. So in this particular example, we have 18 muffins are made with 3 cups of water. So if we divide 18 by 3, that will tell us how many 1 cup of flour will make. And 3 times 6 is 18 with 0 remaining. So for 1 cup of flour, you are going to make 6 muffins. Okay? So now let's do this. How many muffins can we make if we have 5 cups? Well, we know that with 1 cup, we can make 6, but we have 5 cups. So 6 times 5 is, we're going to make 30 muffins. What if we only have 2 cups of flour? Well, again, we have 2 cups of flour, and yes, and for each of these, we can make 6 muffins. So we can make 12 total. I hope that was helpful. In this video, let's work on unit rate. And unit rate is just the value when it is equal to 1. It's always the rate or the value of 1. So let's look at this example. A grocery store sells 5 pounds of apples for $15. What is the unit rate? Well, it's $15 for 5, so let's just divide 15 by 5. 5 times 3 is 15. So the unit rate would be $3 per pound. Okay? So now let's try this next problem. How much would 8 pounds of apples cost at this rate? Well, we know that $3 equals 1 pound. So let's just go this. We have 8 times 3, which is $24 for 8 pounds of apples. What if we wanted, instead of 8, what if we wanted 6? We would just go 6 times the unit rate, because remember, the unit rate is how much it is for 1. 6 times 3, and that is $18. I hope that was helpful.